Hi guys, welcome back if you're back. Welcome if you're new. This is going to be a general 7-card reading with a signifier for the collective of Cancer, all placements. When I say all, I literally mean all. It could be your midhaven, that could be the only placement that you have in Cancer, but you want to explore it in that house. Yes, absolutely. This is the place for you. This is going to be a general coming out of Chariot, it's a Cancer. Coming out of a Virgo full moon. That is the energy that we are going to be tapping into. If you haven't already, get comfortable. Take a deep breath, let it all go. Tap in, open your heart and your mind so you can receive your clear messages the way they were intended to be received. Only love can enter here. Only love can enter here. Only love can enter here. And only love can exit here. Mostly self-love, guys. When I say that, I cannot stress enough the importance of loving yourself so much. It does not fucking matter if anyone else loves you. Right? I know that's a hard concept for Cancers to grasp because they want to nourish everything in their undying love and they want that in return. But put that undying love into yourself. You will be amazed at how good your life will be when you stop focusing on a partner and things external to you, your kids, again, your partner, your parents, whatever it is. It does not matter. Your sibling, does not matter. When you stop putting those things in your focus and putting them in your vortex for love, and you turn that back on yourself. Give yourself that attention. Get to know yourself the way that you would anybody else. There's never been a more important time to really understand what self-love looks like and feels like for you. This world's going to rip you apart if you don't, if you let it. Alright, for your signifier, we got 9 of Cups and past. What is this? 10 of Swords, which, yikes. And then the 9 of Wands. There's 2 9s here, which is an interesting start. The 9 of Cups is kind of a card of illusion, and I don't want to say delusion, because that's not even, what are you even talking about? No, it's not. I'm thinking of the 7. I am so sorry. What are you even talking about, lady? 9 of Cups is a card of wishes fulfilled. This is you wishing upon a star for your millions and millions of dollars, and it coming to you in the most playful, fun way you can possibly imagine, with ease and grace and reciprocal energy. Or whatever. I don't know. Everybody's wish is different, I guess. But that's bliss. Wishes fulfilled. Just being in a state of pure, bone-soothing bliss. Maybe you're going on a trip that you've been wanting to take for 10 years, and you're going back to the ocean for the first time in maybe your entire lifetime. I don't know. You're doing something that brings you just the most soul-satisfying bliss that you can possibly imagine. And with this card in your past, I would say that you deserve it. This is a card of absolute rock bottom, and there being just a shit ton of drama and nasty darkness and just a dark cloud of bullshit. So, good for you for leaving that in the past. It doesn't look like it's following you so far with these cards that we have out. right now. I'm going to move this over here actually so we can put more. And then your present, you have the card of victory. This is triumph over adversity and what others would see as adversity. This is you having inner strength and a stamina to reach your goal. That's you taking all of these, if they indicated obstacles, what other people perceive as obstacles, for you it's just like that, this is my life. Like that feeling when people look at you and like, oh my god, I just don't know how you do this, and this. Or when you talk to someone, like they ask you how your life is, and you talk to them like, oh, got this and this going on, and they're like, oh my god, I don't envy you. And I'm like, what? That's very rude. Or like, yeah, that whole sentiment. I don't know how you do it. Well, I didn't know I was given another option. First of all, second of all, it's not like not that serious. All right. Future conditions. We have this Sun. This is the card of Leo. You could have Leo somewhere in your chart. This could be future Leo season. You could be moving into Leo season. Good God. Aww. Best path to follow. This is a 10 of coins. This is abundance, a ton of abundance and money and anything and everything you've ever possibly wanted, in that nice car that you want, in that house, that spacious, clean house, with someone who comes to clean it because that's not really your thing, but you love having a clean house, that everything has a place and everything is in its place and it looks nice and it looks and it smells. It's just all of the material things that you could ever possibly want. So when it comes to the best path to follow where your money is right now. Follow what makes you completely happy and content. Because that's where the money leads. And we all know that while money isn't everything, we all know that money can't buy you happiness. Money is a gateway to freedom and being your most expressive and expansive self, because it costs money to survive in this world. So you can't live off of love and hopes and dreams and good ideas, right? You need those good ideas to bring you lots of money, and they are. Maybe you need to go through a notebook that you have ideas in and kind of refocus yourself. See if there's something there that maybe you hadn't thought about before, put a different spin on it. Maybe you can elaborate on something and a light bulb just goes up and you go, shit, I never thought of it like that. And then you present it to someone and it just takes off. This also speaks to keeping your home happy. Whoever is in your home, even if it's just yourself, even if it's you and your pets, you and your kids, you and your spouse, you and your spouse and your kids, and your parent, like, it doesn't matter who it is. Focus on, follow your happiness. Follow your happiness within your family, whatever that family, it doesn't have to be blood. It doesn't even have to be humans. Like I said, your family could be your pets. Your family could be yourself. But follow the happiness that is in you. You are your own home, right? Especially Cancers. They have these homes that they carry around in their back. They're crabs. They can go inside anytime they want. That's where hermit crabs literally carry their entire backs. Their entire homes on their backs. Focus on creating that within yourself. So it doesn't matter where you go, what you have or what you don't have, what you perceive that you have or don't have. And you have happiness deep, 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 deep down in your bones, seeping through everything that cannot be shaken. Alright, what? Do we have? Okay. Alright, attitudes around you. It's not the best. Obstacles and outcomes. Sorry, that was obstacles. I'm not sure why that word did not come out of my mouth. The attitudes around you, 5 of coins. That's quite the contrast to what you've got going on. The 5 of coins is it's sad. It's feeling left out in the cold. There could be someone around you who feels like you left them out in the cold. This is a card of illness. There could be a lot of illness around you. It's kind of a yucky thing to say, but that's just kind of the state of the world right now. There's lots of shit going around and going on and going through us, and this is a card of sadness and illness. These are, I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words so much today. These are the attitudes around you. How people around you are feeling, which, I mean, that's fine. That has absolutely nothing to do with you. All the more reason to find happiness within yourself. Create this feeling within yourself. Always and always. No matter what is going on around you, no matter who is going on in, you stay here. You stay stable and sane in your own. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Anyway. Obstacles. 5 of Wands. This is a card of competition and fighting and kind of not knowing which direction you want to go. And I feel like that was with Pisces, sorry. You could have Pisces in your chart. Feeling a little bit lost, so you don't have a direction that you want to go. I know I did talk about that with this. Revisiting some things and kind of refocusing yourself. That could be your biggest obstacle is your lack of focus. Kind of being scatterbrained, maybe having your hands in too many pots. I heard this thing one time that said, you can do it all, but not all at once. So maybe you need to pull back a little bit and refocus on your home, yourself, sustaining this first, and then investing back into yourself to get everything you've ever dreamed of, all the money, all of the sunshine, all of the travel, all of the things that you've always wanted. The outcome is Father of Pentacles. He's entrepreneur of the deck. He's steady. He's grounded. He's gifted with money. He knows how to handle money. He knows what to do with it, where to invest it wisely. He's building an empire for his family, for his children. This is you. This is the outcome. This is you shining bright with your big ass pinnacle above your head. Like, I did this by myself, and for those around me. Mostly my children, if you have them. But if you're struggling with if you started a business at a right time, or if you're contemplating starting a business, is this the right time? It feels like there's a lot going on. It feels like a lot of people are failing. It feels like if you take the leap of faith and bet on yourself and do what makes you happy in like the most blissful way, this is you. Sitting pretty, unbothered, with all your pentacles on your throne, just luxurious. Probably in a bathrobe and some slippers and a blunt, let's be honest. Like, he's very unbothered and has that residual, that passive income that hopefully all of us are working towards. He knows that he has a good team in place, so he can, when I say he, I'm obviously a female, so, and I see myself in this card. He, she, they, them, does not matter. Whatever pronoun, whatever genitals you want to attach to it, this is you. This is a person who is unbothered and has a team in place that they know that when they say they go and they do what needs to be done, and then they report back, and then they don't have to worry when they leave that shit's just gonna completely fall apart, and they don't have to do all of the pieces, and they don't have to be the one that carries the whole thing. They delegate, and they just sit back and watch their money grow, and they reinvest, They make sure that people around them live really good lives. They take care of their employees. They're generous. They're stable, steady, loyal people. Alright, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully, actually, you know what? I'm going to do an oracle card. Because I want to. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. It seems a bit redundant, but I get it. You are divinely guided. Maybe you've been thinking about becoming an Akashic Records reader. Maybe that is what you do for a living. Maybe you just started a business and you're like, oh man, is this what I was meant to do? Is this the right path forward for me? Yes, it is. This is confirmation for somebody. These cards don't have any order to them. So I have to go to, that's what I thought. I thought it was towards the back. Akasha exists in the 5th dimension in the Library of Souls. Yes. If you guys don't know what Akashic Records are, it reminds me of that scene in, what is that movie with Jim Carrey, Bruce Almighty, and he's up there with Morgan Freeman, and he opens that filing cabinet, and it's just it's just this big empty space, big white space, and he opens his filing cabinet that is never ending. That is what for me, I know it's a lot more than that. That's what the Akashic Records are. It's everything your soul has ever done in any lifetimes, now until forever, from its inception. And if you're like me, you do believe that our souls have been around for a very long time, most of us. I've come to find actual humans, this is their first, this is where they go, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but they haven't been around for millennia and centuries and lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, like a lot of us have. Yeah, anyways, no matter how long you've been around, no matter what you've done, it is in your Akashic Records, and there are ways that you yourself can tap in and read your own Akashic Records. You can have a practitioner tap in and read your records. I myself have done that and have found some really incredible things that absolutely changed my life that I carry with me to this very day, and I would like to revisit and explore more of what was told to me. This was maybe 5 years ago when I got mine read. But yeah, you could be thinking about taking an Akashic Records course, to becoming someone who can tap into the Akashic Records. It is an energy that's available to all of us. Akasha exists in the 5th dimension in the Library of Souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and we can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned, soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarcerating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. Indeed. It is a time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world. To trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive. For you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you are being given the go-ahead to proceed. If that is not the sweetest thing. Alright, hold the card to your heart and say, I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul's records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's read that again. I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let that seep in a little bit. Let it sink in. I'll hold this up for a second so you can pause it and read it multiple times if you want to. If I can hold it still enough for you. Alright, I'm going to leave it there because we're at 20 minutes. I'm trying to keep these roughly 20 minutes still. I will see you guys on the other side. Bye!